OMG y'all, I have a new obsession. This is one of the most practical ways to grow your own food even if you have limited space. I stumbled upon it on Instagram and thought I would give it a shot. I was not disappointed. I started out by using feed bags due to the fact that they are just lying around. I found some onions that were starting to grow in the pantry. I dissected them carefully and used the good parts for dinner so nothing would go to waste. The middle shoot was stuck in the water for 24 hours so the roots would be more prominent. After cutting some holes in the bottom for drainage, I filled the feed bags with compost, specifically rabbit poop. The sides of the bag do need to be rolled down since it is so tall, but that is not a huge issue. After 24 hours I planted the onions in the prepped soil and waited until they could be harvested. Onions are ready to be harvested when the stem starts leaning and the leaves start turning brown. You can also go by the stem being squishy. I tend to base it on the latter. I now am waiting on my potatoes to be ready for harvest. I prepped the bags the same way as the onions. I just cut the eyes out for the potatoes and placed them in a water bowl until they started rooting a little. After the roots were visible, I placed them in the soil and watered them generously. They have been growing very well, so I covered them with extra fertilizer. This is called layering, I believe. I am still experimenting, so if there are any tips you guys have, let me know in the comments. Why feed bags? Feed bags are always wasted in my household because we have no use for them except for garbage. Now that I have found a use for them, trust me, they will not be wasted. I plan on continuing my recycled gardening for a long time. I encourage you to also find bags and containers that would normally make their way to the dump, and make them into something fabulously productive. Everything is getting more expensive, so why spend more money on something like planters? I really hope this encourages everyone to start a small garden. It is such a practical way to start being a little self-sufficient. Maybe you live in an apartment, this could be your answer. If you do not have animals, just ask around and I am sure people will give you dog food bags. You could even ask an animal shelter. Good luck. Smiley face.